What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it if you're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen, I got to come in hot on this one. Now, this story right here has been out for a while, but it's just recently came back up, and I caught on to it. Guys, you see this young man up here? This is 18-year-old Dwight Grant out of Florida. Somewhere in South Florida. May he rest in peace. This is the young man a lot of you people have heard the story about. This guy was attacked by his classmates. These three people right here. This is Andre Clemens, Christy Parisian, and Jocelyn Smith, who's a stud. It's not a dude. Now, I'm going to tell you something. This young man right here died a gruesome death, ladies and gentlemen. All because he wound up dating the girl that used to date Mr. Clemens over here. If that is not the stupidest reason why to take somebody's life, I don't know what is. They stabbed this guy. This boy who was upset got the help of these two girls to go and catch this guy, confront this guy, stab him with a sword and a knife, and throw him in bushes, which fatally he wound up losing his life and expiring. This is messed up. I mean, it's like the whole generation kill at will is like at an all-time high. We have no empathy or no compassion towards another fellow human being, and the simplest thing blows the whole damn powder keg. Reason why this is making news right now, this happened last year. The reason why this is making news right now is one of these three people are trying to get their case dismissed off of a minor technicality, a typo in the paperwork. I'm not BSing you. Take a look at this and we're going to come back and get on this.
A Broward teen accused of planning and executing the murder of his classmate is hoping to get his charges dropped. In 2021, police blamed 19-year-old Andre Clemens along with two other teens for the murder.
Police say it was all over a girl, and NBC6 reporter Cristian Colon is joining us now to explain more on this.
Dwight Grant was fatally stabbed and his body was thrown in the bushes. And tonight we are learning that one of his accused killers wants his charges dropped, all over a technicality. Dwight Grant, or DJ as friends called him, was brutally killed at 18. Police say the high school student was attacked by his classmates, a murder that shook a Miramar community.
He always told me, since I had confidence issues, to just be myself.
Andre Clemens, Christy Parisian, and Jocelyn Smith allegedly plotted the murder because DJ apparently hooked up with Clemens' ex-girlfriend. The teen died after getting stabbed with a knife and sword.
He was an amazing person.
But now Clemens' attorneys are hoping his charges get dropped because they say prosecutors failed to charge him correctly. In the indictment, Clemens' name was only mentioned in the caption, but not in the description below, as the law requires.
I think it's good lawyering on the part of the lawyers for Mr. Clement. If you look at the body of the indictment, it doesn't put his name there. It's sort of awkwardly worded. It appears that that's who they are referring to in all three counts.
David Weinstein, a former prosecutor not connected to this case, says it's a valid out-of-the-box argument. However, Weinstein expects prosecutors to respond by pointing out the names were listed above, or they could try and get a new indictment.
Go back to the grand jury, present another indictment to them, a superseding indictment, where they will put the names of each of the co-defendants not only at the header of the count, but within the body of the count.
And the two other teens could join the motion if they would like. So far, they haven't done so. All three of them pleaded not guilty and are in jail waiting for their trial. We're in Fort Lauderdale. Cristian Colon, NBC6 News.
All right, guys, that's the story. And it's a sickening display of a lack of accountability. Now, I'm going to point out three things in this video that really set me off. If you look between the lines, they was tough doing it. And this is before I get in this. They was tough doing it. Now, all of a sudden, you're being locked up. It ain't what it's cracked up to be. constantly getting your gangster test and you're one out. And some people will use desperate measures by any means necessary. Let's jump into these 3 points. Point number 1, and listen closely. This whole thing right here with these 3 morons scream lack of a father figure in their lives. Or just a dad, period. A lot of y'all gonna say, oh, Steve, you don't know. They might have a stepdad. It's not the same a lot of times. Oh, Steve, you don't know these people? Yeah, but I know the actions. And I know this type of action that leads up to this type of stupid crime. I do. And a lot of you do too. But nobody want to say the real thing. People want to just talk under the covers. Don't nobody want to speak out loud. Think about this from a male standpoint. To be men, you have to see men. This boy used a lack of judgment, couldn't control his own anger, didn't have nobody greater than him of the same sex that he would have to answer to and fear to stop him from doing said action for the judgment that he wanted to inflict on this dude. Think about that. Let's look at it from a female standpoint. They was easily led by this idiot dude to go and do harm to somebody they ain't got nothing to do with. They have no play, no dog in the fight, but they were still so angry at him being with a girl that the boy was with that they act like it was their girl. First of all, it's 3 people. Can't share one chick. So how do y'all benefit from helping him fight him or hurt him? It wasn't even a fight. You wanted to, all of this over a girl. You wanted to inflict the ultimate punishment for somebody dating a girl that left you alone and found him a more viable option to be with in school. Make that make sense to me. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Lack of leadership. And they like dumbass following right behind. We gonna ride. Okay. Things are what they are, and you're at where you're at for a reason, people. They at where they at for, I feel nothing for them. 18, 19 years old, 18 years on this planet, what was you learning in school? What was you learning from your parents? What type of environment was you coming from the way you was going to throw it all away and just do what you did to this dude? This guy died a miserable death, y'all. A miserable death. Let's keep it real. I don't know nobody that would say, if you had a knife, a sword, and some other weapons, that those would be the top 2 options to pick for a smoother demise. Point number 2. He went out, went with them, had them come with him to do dirt to this dude. Now, he the one that they showing in there with the technicality. All because your name was in the wrong spot. All of a sudden, you trying to get out of it, but leave them 2 people that was riding with you there to rot. The man had a problem with another man, went and got these girls. They followed like dumbasses. Now he want to jump the ship and leave them there to burn. Think about that. And it cracks me up how these criminals commit a crime, and all of a sudden, right, they want their rights to be represented. That's wrong. You have to let me go according to the law. See that? How about you do what you're supposed to do according to natural law, universal law, common sense, and you won't be in that fucking position to where somebody else had their hands on you where you can't escape the grip of justice. Because this guy right here, the white Grant, he deserves justice, don't he? They need to let the punishment fit the crime. Seriously, they do. They do. They do. There's a lot of people that sit around here and talk about black and white and fight over this and that when the real color that matters is green, but nobody talks about this. This is the real fight. The cannibalization of us. Period. Nobody talk about that. Don't nobody want to march nothing unless somebody get killed by a police officer and he ain't same color as the guy that got killed. Or if the word Karen or the word racist come up, people get triggered. Or you got your face painted and you're a 9-year-old boy at your favorite football team dressed like the mascot. Silliness. Silliness. This cancel culture is killing us, y'all. And it's everybody's butt hurt easily over the stupidest stuff. This is the real fight. Stuff like this, where you can't even reconcile or reason with yourself, that where taking somebody's life is the ultimate goal. No matter how slight the disrespect or how you feel you was disrespecting when you wasn't. It ain't like he took her from you or he was with her and then she left him to go to you. Man, listen, even that doesn't warrant death. You high schoolers. Most of the people we know in high school, we remember them. We don't even hang with them. We all got our own journey. Some of us leave. He went to get off and leave them there. And they was trying to help him. See that? This guy killed somebody, got his friends to help him because he was mad because this guy started dating his old girlfriend. Hear the word friend? It's like nowadays these young kids don't have no loyalty. They don't even know what a friend is, but they ready to ride for somebody that'll sell them up the river. Let's get to the third part. Like I said, to be men, you have to see men. And there's a lot of men that are absent out here. And I'm honestly going to say this, and this is going to rough some females off, but I'm going to say it anyway. A lot of times, you don't see a lot of men out here doing what everybody say men is supposed to do because they don't have the example to follow. A lot of them are raised in single parent households. A lot of them are raised by women. Now, I'm not saying all women do a bad job, but when you have a male child, it is your responsibility to control his environment, who's he around, and what men he's around. Because not only are you looking for a viable life partner for you, you're also looking for a viable role model for them, male or female. And a lot of people don't do that. I had to call it out. I'm going to say it. I know people right now that will run down the street and chase a thug-ass dude and neglect their children. You don't think them human beings, them young human beings don't see that? You don't think them little girls don't see that? And then they follow that pattern, whether it's, and it goes in their subconscious, and then they wind up turning into what they hated the most? A lot of times when we're parented hard, we turn into said parent a lot of time. For real. I don't know how to fix this, and I wish I could. I wish I could. This guy, Dwight Grant, should be here, and these 3 kids shouldn't be in jail. Maybe if they had the proper leadership and they were set around and the right things and stuff was monitored, where their thinking and stuff wasn't so easily distracted and pulled into negative places the way they can't even think straight, everything would have been all right. It's a damn shame what they did to this boy. But what's done is done. And I'm going to say one more thing before I get out of here. Andre Clemens, sir, youngin', let me tell you something. You want to get out according to a technicality. You're safer where you at. Because if you did get out, what you think is you going to go back to life as normal? You're going to walk up and down the street and these people know you killed their brother or sister or son or daughter? You think your life going to be strawberries and cream? You think everything going to go back to normal? You just going to be out? You'll be a marked man. Especially if you're my kid, you wouldn't make it out the 2 steps off the jail property. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. May Dwight Grant rest in peace. Take care.